Alright, hi, Mr. Ko here, and today's topic is we're going to do the slope-intercept form, and our goals for today is we're going to write an equation using the slope-intercept form, and we're going to graph an equation using the slope-intercept form. Our California standards that we're going to hit today is Algebra 6.0. Alright, so our first step is to figure out what is the slope-intercept form, and that is just basically just a way to write this particular format, and that way you can easily pick out your y-intercept and then you can easily pick out your slope. So this is your basic form. So this is, you have your y is equal to mx, or m times x, plus b. So your slope is always this number that is in front of the x in this format, and the b is always your y-intercept. Okay? So, and again, we learned that the y-intercept is where the line intercepts on that up and down vertical axis. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and just do something real quickly and just write this in the basic format. And so let's just write this as our answer. So we want to keep this format. So we know the slope is 4, so we're just going to go ahead and write y is equal to, and it already tells us that slope is 4, so we're going to put 4 right here. So that's your 4 x, because that's our x right here, and then our y-intercept is 3, so we're going to do plus, because the 3 is positive, 3. That's our answer. Okay? Now let's do another one. So here we have y equals, and that is our slope, so we have negative 1/3 slope x. And then since it's saying minus 1, minus 1. Alright. And that's how you write an equation in slope-intercept form. Here's your y, your m, and your b. Alright, so now what happens if they don't give you the intercept? Well, you're going to have to go and find it. So here's an easy way to do this. And so what you're going to do here is you are going to go ahead and just rewrite the exact problem. So here you have y is equal to, and then you have your m. Your m is going to be your 2/5 right here. So that's going to be 2/5 x, and then plus b. Now, since you have your, you know your slope, but you don't know what this is, and we need this to write it in that nice format. But we do know we have our ordered pair here, which is our x and y. Well, just like what you did before, these can be fit into here in your x and y's. So let's go ahead and put that in. So I'm going to put my 3 into my y. That's equal to. And again, we got our 2/5 here from our slope. So that's going to be 2/5 x. Oops. We know what our x is. And then plus b. So again, this is going to give us our answer of the b, which is the y-intercept. So let's go ahead and solve this out. This is going to be 3 that's going to be 20/5 plus b. Continue on. And then to undo this, we're going to subtract 4, and our answer of b is going to be negative 1 is equal to b. So now we have our y-intercept. We already know our slope. We can just easily write what our slope-intercept form would be, which is going to be y equals 2/5 x, and then minus 1. So that is only if they do not give us the y-intercept. Then that way you can just use this, plug it back in, and you can actually get your answer from that. Alright, let's move on. Okay, so now our second goal for today was we're going to go and take our slope-intercept form, and we're going to go ahead and graph a line using it. So it's actually very, very easy. So let's first of all put this into our basic format, which is y is equal to mx plus b. So let's take this equation right here, and I see that we have a minus 2x, and I want y isolated. We want it alone, so we're going to keep y on its own. Oops, before we even do this, we don't even need that. Let's just go ahead and get rid of this. So now I have y on that side. On this side, I have 2x plus 3. And that is our basic slope-intercept form. And then from this, we can go ahead and graph. So all we have to do here is something that's very easy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to look at 3. Remember, that's our y-intercept, which means 1, 2, 3, we're going to have a dot right here. That's at 3. And that's this positive 3 right here. Our slope, we're going to go from our dot that we made here, and we're going to go up our slope of 2, 1. And remember, 2, 1, our slope is actually 2 over 1. So which means we're going to go up 1, 2, from the dot that we made from the y-intercept, 1, 2, and then over 1. We've just made that other line, draw a line through it, and we've just done very simple graphing of this particular thing. And again, we want to keep it in this slope-intercept form. So let's do another one. Here I see y plus 2. This time we have an answer of 1/3 x. I just need to move this over. So to do the same thing, we're going to subtract 2. And our answer is y is equal to 1/3 x. And we're going to subtract 2, since I can't subtract it from this with the variable here. And we're going to go ahead and just graph this also. So we're going to go and look for the negative 2, because that's our y-intercept. So it's negative 1, negative 2. Put a dot, because that's our y-intercept. And then we're going to use our slope to help us out to graph the other point. This one tells us to go up 1, and then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3. So it's up 1, 1, 2, 3. Our other dot's going to be right here. And that is our other line. Oops, I missed that dot completely. But oh well. Alright, so this is how we graph a line using the slope-intercept form. But remember, you have to put it into this format where it's a y, slope times x, plus something. Okay? Or subtract something. Alright. Now, look at this one here. This is a lot harder than the other two, but we're going to manipulate it where it just becomes y on its own. And this is where we learn that solving literal equations comes in pretty handily. So we're going to go ahead and take this and solve it out, where y is isolated, completely isolated on one side. So I'm going to go ahead, first of all, subtract 5x from both sides. So I now have negative 2y is equal to negative 5x plus 10. And if you notice, I kind of kept this number in the front because we want to keep it where it's at y is equal to mx plus b format. Okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and take this negative 2 and divide into both of these. So if I divide that by negative 2, this entire thing has to be divided by negative 2. So in essence, you're dividing this by negative 2 and this by negative 2. So what it looks like is it's going to look like y is equal to negative 5 over negative 2x, and then plus 10 divided by negative 2. Because remember, you're dividing negative 2 here, and you're dividing this entire side by negative 2. Because remember, you're dividing both things. So here, let's rewrite. When you rewrite this, it's going to look like y, and a negative divided by negative is a positive, so it's 5 over 2. X, which is our m, that's our slope. And then 10 divided by negative 2 is going to give us negative 5. Alright, now this is probably the hardest one to kind of get that concept together, so I do want you to rewind if you need to. And then let's go ahead and graph this out. So this is going to start kind of low. So here, if you look at it, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's negative 5. That's my first dot. That's my y-intercept right here. Then I'm going to go up from here. I'm going to use the slope to graph my second dot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back here, and then goes 1, 2. So I'm going to have my other dot right there. So that's my slope, and that's how I use that to create my graph. Take this from right here and That's it. Draw my line, and that's it. I'm done graphing. All right. Okay, so if you need more information or you'd like to catch up on any past lessons, go ahead and follow me on www.youtube.com/user/tycodad. And our Chuck Norris fact for today is, when Chuck Norris says jump, you don't say how high. You say, when do I come down? All right, thanks.